Hello everyone, welcome back. In this lecture, we are going to set up our Firebase database. So before going to set up, make sure that you have already signed in your Google account on your browser. So as you can see that I am using Google Chrome and I have already signed in on my browser through my Google account. Now let's find Firebase console on your search tab. Then click on the first link, which is Google Firebase, or you can click on the second link also, that is Firebase console Google. So I am clicking on the second link. So this is your Firebase account looks like. This is the console part, and you maybe did not do not see anything here, just like a single tab, that is add project. So click on the add project, name your project. So I am naming this prototype, or let's say version 1. Okay, now press continue. Press continue again, and you need to select an account. So I am creating a new account. You need to create a new account also for your this project. So I am name this account as version 1 analytics. Okay, now save this and change your location. So I am currently in India, so I am choosing the location as India. Then accept the terms and conditions and hit on the create project button. So you can see that our project has been creating by the Firebase database or Firebase console. So in Firebase you can perform multiple tasks. This is a cloud platform that will available for your multiple tasking methods, like you can perform machine learning models also. You can perform your database, or you can manage your database. You can create or play with your databases, and that will be a real time, so don't worry. So this is your project dashboard looks like. Okay, so here you will find multiple options, that is authentication. It will then cloud firestore. You can find cache lytics, performance, cloud messaging, A/B testing. So I am not going to these kind of things. Just on your left hand side you will find some tabs. This is the navigation drawer, or you can navigation bar, where you will find real-time database as your fourth or fifth option. Okay, so click on the real-time database tab. So here you will find two types of database. So you can create your real-time database here, where your data will be saved in real time. So just click this create database. So here you need to provide start in test mode option, or you can click on locked mode also. So I am using the locked mode and I am enabling this. Now your database has been created. So here you will find a link. This is the access link of your database. You need to copy this link for now and open your notebook. Open your notebook and copy this link. Or this is your database looks like. This is a JSON format, or you can say this is a you can add your child methods, like you can add your ID or name, like just I'm adding value, and in the value section I'm adding 1 and click on add. So this is your value child, which is under the version 18E97B3, and this is your 1, that is the value. So in further videos you will be able to access this value 1 through your hardware and as well as your web application or your Android application. So this is the medium which has been controlled by your hardware, or you can say you can control your hardware by this. So we will upload our temperature data or any kind of sensors data here as this format. And to upload this data, we need to connect our hardware to this database, right? So to do this, just go to the settings, or you can go to the project overview. Here, if you want to connect this database to your web application, so click here. And if you want to connect this database to Android application, click here. And just follow the tutorials which I will upload in my next videos. So this is the setup part. You need to copy the link that I have mentioned. So remember this link. This link is very valuable for you. Through this link, you can access any kind of databases. Like this is the link to which can be used to access this database. Okay, so keep this personal. So thank you for this. This is the first video of the setting up the environment section. So I hope you have enjoyed this. In the next video, I will show you to create an account in Tinkercad. Thank you so much.